What up, men? I'm going for my first 100 days of semen retention, and I'm currently on day 36. I've been in a relationship for 15 years of my life, and I'm still practicing semen retention because I see the benefits it brings to my relationship. I think the number one thing it actually does for my relationship as a man is it gives me supreme patience. I find the times where I've indulged in sex too much in my marriage, like overindulged in sex, like let it drain me completely. I've lost patience. I have no patience from my woman for the little bullshit things that you can already expect from a woman. Whereas now, if I get those things, if she wants to, let's say, go to Costco, we don't actually even go to Costco, but you know what I mean. If she wants to go to Costco, I have patience for it because I understand her needs, I understand where she's coming from, and I realize that I don't always have to go with her. I'm just talking about doing those mundane chores on the weekend. You work all week, you get tired, you get stressed, you just want to chill at home, you just want to relax, and then your wife wants to do this on your first day off. I have patience for that now, but I have my boundaries as well. I let my woman fully understand and communicate effectively without getting emotional that I need to stay home, that I need to chill, that I need to relax, that I got shit like this that I need to work on. And I find when you're on retention, it grounds that out and it makes it a lot easier in the relationship. Another thing that I feel like a lot of guys fail to realize here, you could still practice retention and still have sex. I'm currently also on 100 days of celibacy, but I'm not, like, if I break that shit, I break that shit. I'm still gonna retain. That's still always the goal. But we're both practicing celibacy right now to solidify some energies in our life, to attract certain things in our life, and to come back to self in our relationship. That's something I always want to preach in relationships. Come back to self. You got to be yourself. You have to feel yourself. If you lose yourself in the other person and the other person's needs and desires and cover their energy and yours all the time, you're going to find that they'll actually take a lot of the energy that you've built up, all of the creation energy, all of the drive. They'll take it and you'll take some of their emotions as a man. They'll take some of your masculine qualities, you'll take some of their feminine qualities. So I'm telling you, you actually have to learn to come back to self, come back to your own creations, come back to your own drive, come back to what moves you and motivates you in life. And on top of that, too, when she sees you actually being motivated like that, when she sees you actually making efforts to be a better man, she's going to be so turned on for you. She's going to be very, very, very turned on for you. So when you come back to yourself and you let go of sex via semen retention, via celibacy, whatever it is in relationship for a month, 2 months, 3 months, however long you want to practice it in your relationship, that's based on your agreement, you're both going to turn each other on more. You're both going to light up a fire that wasn't there before. It's almost like reigniting the honeymoon phase, all right? But the main energetic shift I've seen in the last 36 days that I haven't witnessed before, okay, 100%, I'm more grounded. I'm always more grounded. Anytime I practice retention, I'm grounded. My work ethic skyrockets. My creativity skyrockets. But this time around, this 36 days, and I don't know if it's because of the celibacy, but my creativity has been through the roof. I just feel a non-stop creative flow. And I think it's because I know I'm not going to have sex. So I always have this drive. I feel like as a man, when you know you're going to have sex, when you know sex is available and it's coming at some point, your mind kind of focuses on that. Like, especially if you're someone like me, like I have a high libido. I love sex. I love sexual energy. I love to make love. I love to be intimate. It's just who I've always been. And I don't really feel like that's going to dissipate over time. I maybe it will. Maybe my testosterone will dip and I'll stop being horny. I don't know. But right now, I love to have sex. I love the energy of it. So a lot of time and energy is focused on when is the sex going to happen because I'm looking forward to good sex, like a good movie or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, my dreams. I've said this already, but I have the most vivid dreams since I've been on celibacy versus just retention. I practiced retention for 65 days before, and I don't remember my dreams being like this. But for some reason, being celibate right now, my dreams are so strong and so random. They're very random, but they're vivid. I remember vivid points of every dream. And at the start of this streak specifically, I was lucid dreaming. I was astral traveling a bit. It stopped since the first like 2 weeks. But as of now, since I passed a month, my dreams are still pretty vivid and they occur maybe every 3, 4 days, like really solid dreams. I'll have other ones that I won't really remember. But if I get a really good sleep, my dreams are just crazy. And I don't know what it means. And like I've said in other videos, since I started celibacy, these have been the first dreams that I've had where I'm receiving a lot of money. People are just giving me absurd amounts of money in my dreams. I don't know if it's because my spirit's kind of focused on finances right now. That was kind of my main goal of this celibacy. I kind of wanted to like see what it does to my finances if I focus on just creation and reprogramming my mindset into like a money mindset. Like I'm always receiving money, I'm always getting paid. Money is always abundant in my life. Like just thoughts like this. I make sure that I have like 30 thoughts like this minimum a day. Like I wake up and I focus on that. I just want to see, will it attract more in my life? Will it create more opportunities in my life? Will finances balance themselves out in my life? I could totally say this. I don't give a shit. I haven't always been the best with my finances as a man. I really haven't. I've been amazing in relationships. I've been amazing in maintaining friendships. I've been amazing in my creations and work ethic. But finances, like, they go up and down. They really do. Just like any man or any woman does in life. Like most average people, I know they don't have their finances right. So I'm not afraid to admit that shit. But one of my biggest goals right now in life as a man is to fix my finances and get on top of that shit so I can be the provider in life that I'm meant to be. And not only that, I want to make sure that I could look after my loved ones, my parents and my brothers and my sister and my nieces and like everyone in life. Like that's my main goal. I want to work so hard and work so proficiently and get my finances in such order that everyone is taken care of because of me. Like that's my most solid goal in life, and that is one of my main reasons for practicing semen retention and celibacy. It's completely selfless. I don't give a shit about the woman's gaze. Honestly, I love to bodybuild. I love working out, but I kind of don't give a shit about the muscle building benefit of semen retention. It's cool. I believe that muscle and looking fit attracts a lot in your life just because people look at you and are like, damn, he cares about his body. Like, of course, I believe that that's a fundamental, but I don't give a shit about it. I only give a shit right now about attracting finances, attracting abundance. That's the best word I can use. I want to attract abundance, an abundance of creativity, an abundance of finances, an abundance of energy. I just want to attract all that so I can output and get shit in return. Law of expectation, you know? You got to literally have your hand out to the universe after you put the work in. You have to be willing to receive. If you're not willing to receive, nothing's going to come to you, and I'm realizing that as a man. You have to be willing to receive. Ask and you shall receive, but also put out the work and you shall receive. Yeah, I just feel good. This is one of the best times I've done retention for like over a month in my 15-year relationship that I felt really, really good and solid. And I'm eating pretty good. Like I've been cheating here and there this week because I have to, because we're like experimenting with selling certain food and shit right now. But like I'm eating pretty good. I'm sleeping pretty good. I'm having really good workouts. I'm having really good, pure thoughts. I feel on top of my energy. I feel on top of my game. I feel like such a flow state with these videos now that I didn't feel maybe a year ago. Like I have to put these videos out. I don't have any choice. I don't know why, but I'm getting the calling to do it, and you got to do it. You got to follow through with the callings. If you get a calling to make a project, if you get a calling to go out with a girl, if you get a calling to do anything in life, you got to listen to it to some extent. See where it takes you. That old saying they say, like, do things 100 times before you give up on it. Well, I got to do these videos like 1,000 times. Like I have the calling to do it. I don't know why. And you just got to do it. It's like working out for me. Working out, like, I don't have a choice. I really don't have a choice. I never said this on camera to anyone, but like my dad had like 4 heart attacks while I was growing up. He really did not look after his fitness. And it's funny, I'm talking about like attracting finance. My dad chased finance. He chased it. He didn't attract it. He worked so hard and he ran after it until he got it. I don't really believe that's the method of making money, because he dedicated all his life and all his time into making money so much that his health failed. You know what I mean? His health failed. It cost him his body. It cost him his leg. Like, man, I love money a lot. I'm starting to respect it in ways that I never respected it before because I respect what it can do for me. But at the same time, if acquiring it meant sacrificing my health, I would never do it. I would literally never do it. If I have to work two jobs and not sleep and my blood pressure goes up and my heart rate goes up, man, I'm not doing it. I can't fucking do that. I will never work that hard. In my mind, the way I see it, there's so many people out there, and I know I'm talking about semen retention, but now I'm switching to finances, but it's the same shit to me. Like semen retention is your energy. You hold that in to build up your energetic savings. You hold that in to build up your spiritual bank account. So it's one and the same as your finances. And you'll find, honestly, the more you practice semen retention, the more your finances improve. It's just the way it is. Because as a man, when you have such sexual discipline, when you learn to have that discipline and let go of the lust, which is man's biggest weakness on this planet, lust for skin, lust for pleasure, lust for dopamine. It doesn't always have to be sex. But when a man taps into that lust control, you can control everything else in your life. You can control the way you eat. You can control the way you sleep. You control your finances. You can control your sex life. You control everything. Everything just balances. But when you give into one lust, when you give into gluttony for food, lust for drinking, smoking, when you give into all these things, people see it on you. They see every form of lust and greed and desire in your body. And the second you balance yourself out, everyone can talk to you easier. Women can talk to you easier. Children can talk to you easier. Animals fuck with you. Like you are balanced. You're balanced with yourself. You have a better time sitting with yourself. The people I know who have the most lust in their body, the most desire for things in their body, are the people who can't even sit with themselves. I don't even remember where I was going with the shit before, but whatever. We're in a flow state. Let's just keep flowing, you know? But yeah, you got to make sure as a man that you could sit with yourself, especially on retention energy. Learn to just sit with your lust and your desire. It's okay. It's okay to feel what you feel inside. You don't have to be like, oh, I gotta work out. I gotta do this. I gotta burn off this energy. Man, sometimes just sit and feel it. Feel that energy bubbling up and circulating inside you. Lean back. Take some deep breaths. Literally circulate it inside of you. Circulate it. Feel it out. That energy inside you that's bubbling up and boiling sometimes, that's what God gave you. God gave you that energy to feel. It's intense, but it's creation energy. It's life energy. It's God force moving through your body. That's my belief, at least. And you got to learn to sit with it. You got to learn to love it. You got to learn to move it around your body. You got to learn to feel it out for what it is. If you can't do that, then man, you're screwed. You're screwed. If you can't sit with your thoughts. And I'm telling you, I know for a lot of you guys, it sucks to sit with your thoughts. It sucks to just be in your own mind. But the more you learn to sit, you sit down in the dark. In the dark is the best. You just sit down in a dark room, no sound, no distraction. Turn your fucking phone off and think every thought that comes to your mind. Boom, a thought of your parents dying pops up in your mind. Okay, feel it out, process it, let it go. Okay, you got embarrassed in high school. Someone bullied you or a girl fucking humiliated you in front of everyone. Okay, sit down, go through it, feel everything you need to feel, make yourself a little sad, make yourself a little angry, whatever you got to feel. Boom, get rid of it. Next topic. Okay, your car fucking broke down. You got to think about your car now. You got to think about selling your car. The stress of that. Oh no, I got to take time to sell my car now. Think about it. Think about it. Feel it out. Boom, let it go. Once you do that, with every negative thought, every uncomfortable thought that passes through your body, once it's gone, guys. It's gone. It's another ease on your mind. But most motherfuckers out here, most men, most pathetic ass fucking men. I'm sorry to say it like that, but that's the way it is. You a bitch ass motherfucker. Men, sit down. They think about a thought and boom. Oh, I gotta go for a drink. Oh, I gotta go for a smoke. I gotta hang out with my friends now. I gotta text someone. I gotta call someone. Because you can't fucking deal with what's going on in here. And sooner or later, those thoughts, they pile up. It's like trash. It's like trash in the computer of your mind. That shit piles up, and it slows down your computer. It slows down your health. People don't want to be around you because you're bitching and moaning and complaining. Every little thought and emotion you have piled up, you go chill with your friends, and now you're dumping it on them. You're dumping your complaints on them. Try to deal with your own shit and complain to yourself so much and get rid of it and just throw it out. Throw it out the window. It's gone. I allow myself to explore my negative thoughts for a fraction of a second. I let it affect me the way it needs to affect me, and then I get rid of it. If you repress things, the emotional baggage and the cancer that will develop in your body of your unrepressed emotions, man, if you gotta fucking cry as a man, if you have to cry, let me tell you this, because this is a mental health moment in this video, in this semen retention video, which it has nothing to do with semen retention anymore. But if you gotta fucking cry as a man, go for a walk in the woods, go for a drive, go sit by yourself and fucking cry, man. Let that shit out. But unless it has to do with death of like a sibling, death of a parent, death of your dog or your cat or some shit, don't bring that shit to anyone else. You don't need, as a grown ass man, as a grown ass masculine warrior fucking man in your body, you don't need to bring your tears to anyone unless your tears are valid. Okay? A woman, and you know what? Don't always even go to your woman, yo. Don't always even go to your woman for your tears. You know what I'm saying? Your best bud, maybe. Fuck, I don't know. I think a woman can understand if you got to shed some tears if your parents die, if your dog dies. She can understand this to a certain extent, okay? She can understand trauma tears, like true trauma tears. But if you're crying because like you're behind on bills, if you're crying because like you know what I mean, over stupid shit and you go to your woman for that, bro, you're fucked. You're fucked. The second she sees you're weak like that and you got to shed tears for small reasons, for abnormal masculine reasons, bro, you're fucked. I guess the whole point of this, man, if you're a man who wants to practice semen retention, if you want to practice celibacy, if you want to practice sexual discipline, no fap, no corn videos, whatever it may be, choose a goddamn subject here. But if you want to do any of these things, use that strength and that lust killing energy to master something in your life. And if one of those things is not being able to sit with yourself, man, every grown man, every single grown man should be able to sit with himself in contemplation, in his mind, in his deep ideas for life and love and career and what, like, sit with yourself, man. Man, think about Dragon Ball. I always say this shit because I really truly believe in my mind of mind, in my hearts of hearts, Dragon Ball fucking Z has taught us everything we need to learn about life. Look at how much Piccolo, Vegeta, like the serious, like Goku's, okay, listen, Goku's strong. He's happy-go-lucky. He's very strong. He's positive, cool. But his actual personality, who he is, like not when he's in combat, but like everyday life, around Chi-Chi, around his son, he's not very masculine, bro. He dodges his responsibilities. He fucking leaves his family. He's not masculine. He doesn't, you know what I mean? He's not a real grounded masculine. He's still a grown ass child. But think about like Vegeta, think about Piccolo. These guys are very solid masculine. They both have the same vocal tone. They're very serious. They're very grounded in their emotions. They don't want to show too much emotion. Whereas Goku's, you know what I mean? He's very like, he's not afraid to be a little kid in front of everyone. But back to the point, once again, Piccolo and Vegeta, they spend a lot of time alone, just thinking, just staring at the sky, just literally staring into nothingness. They deal with their thoughts. That's part of what makes them the fierce warrior. That's part of what makes them grounded in their energy. They deal with their thoughts. Man, I'm gonna do a whole video about this shit. This is some golden shit right here. Deal with your thoughts. A man must deal with his thoughts, especially if you're on retention, because retention has a way that if you don't deal with your problems and you build up your energy, what do you think's going to happen? If you have a bunch of blockages and sadness and anger inside of you, like all these traumas, and you build up your energy, what do you think's going to happen? So guys, if semen retention teaches you anything, if celibacy teaches you anything, this is the one takeaway that I'm going to have. Deal with your thoughts. Deal with who you are as a man. 36 days in on retention. I'm getting random thoughts right now, random insights, and man, it's a beautiful thing to do. It's a beautiful practice to do, celibacy and retention. You know me, I'm always transparent in these videos. If you've been watching, I don't hide the fact that I love sex. But as a man who loves sex, who's been controlled by sex in the past, I no longer want to let sex control me. There's no point. There's no fulfillment in it. And as men, I urge you all, practice some sort of retention and celibacy in your natural routine. Whether that's going a week without sex, 2 weeks without sex. Do these prolonged periods of time where you just don't think about sex and you think about yourself and your own thoughts. Don't wake up and be like, how am I going to get the girl today? Should I send that text? Should I make a move on my wife? Should I? Let go of that for a week at a time, 2 weeks at a time, 3 weeks at a time, 4 weeks at a time, and just see the difference. Do you create more? Do you think pure thoughts? Are you in the zone more? Are you in flow states more? This whole video for me was a flow state. I knew what I was going to say fundamentally. I'm going to talk about my dreams. But then just flow. Just shut the fuck up and flow, man. Just be real. Just be real on this shit. That's the only way you're going to feel the real, raw energy of retention. You know what I mean? So, guys, I urge you all, practice retention in some shape or form, all right? Peace, love, knowledge, and protection to you and yours. This is the Cal Bay from Temple Alchemy. Go alchemize yourself, y'all. Transform. There is levels to you that are yet to be discovered, all right? I'm out.